Hey man, what it do, what it do, what it do? What's going on YouTube? This boy Lasana from Cutter Concepts Barber Studio. And I'm here to talk to you about $20 haircuts versus $100 haircuts, right? So we in 2023, and I know we see all around Instagram, social media, TikToks, barbers talking about $100 haircuts, $50 haircuts, $70 haircuts, barbers raising their prices and stuff like that. And I know customers be like, man, what in the world is barbers doing coming out with these prices like this? Like, y'all tripping, man. I can go right there to Sports Club, Sports Cuts or Super Cuts or Great Clips and give me a haircut for $6.99, $20, $15. There's so many different options out here, but I know it be getting on y'all nerves sometimes. As far as customers, certain customers, it probably bothers certain people that barbers got the nerve to raise their prices talking about $100. I ain't paying that. You tripping? You ain't gonna have no customers if you charge $100. Oh man, you feeling yourself. You ain't even that good charging $100, charging $60, $50. It don't even it don't even take all that, man, to cut somebody's hair. For $50, I can do it myself. Man, I done heard it all. Me being a barber, I have heard it all, right? And I get it. I don't argue with nobody about no haircut prices unless it's for sport. But yeah, I done heard it all, man. And you're not crazy if you ain't about to pay no, $50 to $100 for a haircut, right? You're not crazy. I understand. But yeah, man, I definitely want to get into a $20 haircut versus a $100 haircut. I want us to just slice this thing down the middle and deal with what exactly is a $20 haircut and what exactly is a $100 haircut or 60, 50, $70 haircut, right? We're gonna put these two things in two different brackets, and we're gonna go ahead and figure this thing out, right? We're gonna compare the two. Let's go. All right, I had to put my cap on backwards, man, because this gonna be a crazy ride. So I'm new to YouTube, right? So give me a break, man. I'm looking right here, but I'm supposed to be looking at the camera lens, I'm guessing, so which is like the edge of my phone. So if y'all see me looking over here in the middle, just forgive me, man. This is really my very first official long stream YouTube video. So if y'all can go ahead and tap that like button and subscribe for me, go ahead and do that for me. I would highly appreciate that, man. That's value right there for me. That's gonna help boost my channel up. I was on Instagram for the longest amount of time, man. And Instagram just ain't really doing it for me. So really, my plan is to go to TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Yeah, I'm be like LeBron. I'm gonna take my talents to South Beach. You know what I'm saying? I think I think Instagram, man, just and he just ain't showing me no love on it. I think just setting his ways and the algorithms and everything, man. It's just already set, man. And anyways, but so $20 haircuts versus $100 haircuts. So the misconception that people have about these haircuts is that people think, well, if you're charging 100, you got to do kicks, flips, jump through hoops, and do all the glitz and glamour for $100 haircut, right? And the stigma with a $20 haircut is that it's cheap. It's not gonna be a good cut. You're gonna get a bowl cut. You're gonna have lines all in your head. That's what it is, right? In a grand scheme of things, right? That's what people think about when it comes to those two haircuts, right? Let's talk about $100 haircut first. $100 haircut, right? What is $100 haircut? Why do you think somebody would pay for $100 haircut? Let me just explain to you my perspective as a barber and also as a customer, right? So I'm gonna use both. I'm gonna use both perspectives because I am a barber and I'm still a customer, right? So $100 haircut. A lot of people think $100 haircut. Like I said, you gotta go. The barber gotta jump through hoops, do all this fancy stuff or whatnot, or $100 haircut is just something the barber just think he cocky and he really doing a basic haircut, and he just charging 100 because he got a whole bunch of followers on Instagram, right? But So here's what $100 haircut could actually be, right? So the $100 comes in when the value of the haircut increases, right? So there's plenty of things that can make the value of a haircut increase. I feel like I'm about to talk now. Put my hat back on. So the value of a haircut. So you have the price, right? Say the price is $35. That's the price. Price and value is two different things. Value can expand the price depending on different situations, right? So the haircut may cost $35, but from a customer's perspective, if this specific haircut they value so much, the the value can override the price. So, for instance, say, okay, this barber charges $35 normally, right? But you really need to get a haircut. Man, you got this job interview tomorrow. Or better yet, you got a wedding tomorrow. You chose not to book in time, right? And you need this barber to go ahead and come get you in. That $35 easily turns into $100 haircut because of value. Plain and simple. I'm not going to carry on with that, but that's what's going to flip the script. Another thing could be certain customers. Certain people want to just go to the barber shop. It don't matter who cut them. Just find me whoever's available. I can cut you. But some guys, their time is valuable. You got people that work corporate jobs. You have people that are entrepreneurs. You have people that have families, man, and their time means everything. So they'll rather go to a barber that charges $50 to $100 that books only on that books only with appointments, and they know that barber's gonna get them in every single time at the time, and they get to get out the barbershop at the designated time. That's what puts value on a haircut. And that's what makes a haircut price expand to $100. So it can be time. It could also be atmosphere. Yeah, this barber might be mediocre, but his shop is clean. The AC work. He don't got people running in and out of there. No crazy vulgar music. You can bring your family, your sons, your daughters to the barbershop to sit down and they feel comfortable. Atmosphere. Kids don't have to feel out of place. You don't have to feel out of place. The conversation in there is good, it's cordial, it's clean, it's fun. That's value to certain customers. There's value to certain people. So if your haircuts are mediocre and your value is dope, if your haircuts is mediocre and your atmosphere is dope, it expands the value of that $35 haircut to a $100 haircut. Value is everything. So I'm not gonna stay too long on that topic. I'm just giving a few examples. But yeah, so it's many components to a $100 haircut. It's not just a barber being cocky. It's not just a barber because he got a lot of Instagram followers. That also could be it too. Yeah, they got barbers out there that got a lot of followers and they ain't hitting on the corner. They unprofessional. They work ain't all that good. Like they don't even know the fundamentals of barbering. They use a whole bunch of enhancements that slide off your face as soon as a piece of rain hit it or whatever the case may be. Yeah, they got barbers like that. But they also have barbers with 10K plus followers and they know what they doing and they booked up and they professional. And they got clientele backed up, they got a waiting list on their booking app. They have a waiting list. And they have to raise their prices. They have to go up on their prices. They have to. They have to raise their prices. Because the demand is so congested and thick to where they can't charge 20 or 35 no more. they gotta charge 50, 60, 70 and allow certain people to fall off, right? So it can be an easy flow of business, right? They're cutting less, but they're making, huh? They're cutting less, oh my daughter, but they're making more, right? So demand plays a part in a $100 haircut. So I mean, the barber might be in a certain situation. The barber might understand value and understand what their clients need, and they're able to now scale their business. So, but yeah, in a nutshell, that's $100 haircut. And I can go on a whole rant behind $100 haircut. I'll probably do that in a whole nother video because I got like 10 more things to say. But all right, a $20 haircut. $20 haircut. People still get $20 haircuts. Me personally, I'm a barber. I don't even condone that, but I understand what it is. So let's explain the $20 haircut. Okay, so a $20 haircut. So for every price point, there's a clientele for it. For pretty much every product, there's a market for it. Every idea, there's a market for it. So a $20 haircut, there's a market for a $20 haircut. Man, we got 8 billion people in this world. And you can bet that plenty of them is fully satisfied with a $20 haircut. I'll tell you this, a $20 haircut ain't bad. A $20 haircut does not mean it's gonna be a trashy haircut. Trust me, it ain't. So other thing about a $20 haircut is that you might go into an atmosphere to where they got all kind of people going through there. Grown folks, young folk, old folk, people standing outside. You trying to walk into the barber shop, they got people standing outside and you got to move past them. They might not be the most friendly. You might have barbers outside that's trying to, we call it short stopping. When they in the parking lot or they by the door trying to ask you, hey, can I cut your hair? I can get you before you even get into the barber shop. They be trying to take other people's customers. So it's so many things you deal with at a shop that charges just $20. Could be the atmosphere, and usually barbers that charge $20 don't really go on appointments. So if you walk into the barber shop, you might have to wait. Their homeboy might walk in and they might have to get them first. And be like, man, I'll get you after that, man. Or also, you get a $20 haircut, it might be somebody walking with $50 and be like, hey man, I got $50, $60, put me in the chair now. And boom, skip the line. I didn't do that when I was charging $20 because I'm big on branding, right? And I'm big on just serving people the right way. So I never did anything like that, but it definitely happens in the barbershop. Definitely happens. Oh yeah, you might be, working with a stylist too that's not really comfortable with the clippers, but she's gonna give you the haircut to the best of her ability. The conversation is going to be great. If you go to a great clips, it's going to be clean. It's going to smell great. They might hit you with a hot towel. I think there's great clips or sports clips that does that. Hit you with a hot towel. They're going to give you a good service. Might not be the best, might not be the sharpest line, but it's going to be a good service, right? So, I mean, there's still value in that $20 haircut. Also, like I said earlier, you might be in a shop with high volumes. So you might wind up waiting for your haircut for a while just because there's so many people in there trying to get a $20 haircut. And hopefully you don't have an appointment after that or you don't have anything to do, pick up the kids or anything like that. Because you might miss it or you might not. Usually when you're in the shop and everybody cuts for $20, usually there's a lot of barbers in that barber shop. And, they'll go ahead and pick you right up and get you in and out. So, I mean, certain people like that about a barbershop. Certain people like that, the in and out factor. Yeah, man, I'm not saying $20 haircuts are bad. I'm saying that every price point has something attached to it that you might have to deal with. Could be fresh out of barber school, first year in the barber shop, and they getting themselves together. They building up their clientele, right? But they work in high volumes. They work in very high volumes to where they just cutting back to back. Kind of like how mostly every barber is when they first start cutting. They work on high volume. They get their reps in. They cut a lot of hair. Got a notification on Instagram. Appreciate y'all. Alright, so but yeah, they do high reps, right, for high volume. As they do that, they're getting better and better and better each and every time. So there's also like I'm saying, you'll get good barbers charging $20. That's courteous, that's gonna answer the phone, that's gonna text you back, that's gonna get a spot in for you. You have $20 barbers like that, right? But they're entry level. A lot of things they need to learn because they're doing the fundamentals and they still gotta learn how to scale a business, the whole business industry side of being a barber. And paying taxes and having other expenses. And when you build up, you're gonna have other expenses, and you gotta go, up on your prices, right? You have to make more revenue if you want to grow your business. But so there's a clientele out for every price. So most people that book $20 haircuts, right? Um, they want to be in and out. They want to be in and out of the barbershop. Their schedule is crazy, so they're gonna come into the barbershop whenever. They're gonna be a walk-in most of the time, or they might choose their barber. But some people, man, they just so let me talk about this one type of person. So certain people, they just don't really worry about the hair too much. They really just don't worry about the hair too much. They're like, man, just give me a two on the sides, a three or four on top, man, or give me a one on the side with a pump with or give me a buzz cut all over, or give me a one on the sides and a two up top, and I'm good. Give me an edge up, whatever the case may be. Whether you're black, white, Caucasian, Hispanic, whatever situation may be, that's just due to their lifestyle, due to their preference. So they don't really see too much value in a $20 haircut. Also, too, when you're dealing with $20 haircuts, you're either going to be dealing with an entry level barber, or you're going to be dealing with a barber or a stylist that don't really know their way around the clippers, around the guard system, really give a flush fade. But yeah, man, all in all, man, I just wanted to compare those two haircuts. $20 haircut versus the $100 haircut. What do you think about the two haircuts? Would you pay for a $100 haircut or a $60 haircut? Or are you sticking to the $25 haircuts? What will convince you, or what would justify you paying for a $50 to $100 haircut? Let me know in the comments. So that's the two questions. Would you pay for a $100 haircut? And what would justify you paying for a $100 haircut? Drop that in the comment below so we can talk about it. Peace. See y'all later. Follow me on TikTok at Cutter Concepts, Kutter Concepts. And Instagram too on Cutter Concepts, same thing. But like and subscribe and share this video with your barber partners and your customers and just your people. Peace.